Hello and welcome to a special edition of Coach's Couch.
I'm Steve Kime.
And I'm Lee Smith.
Today we're going to be doing a bit of a review slash demonstration slash attempt at Hellish Quart, the new PC game that's just been released.
It's a new HEMA PC game. And
It's a
then
new HEMA PC
everybody's
game.
talking about it. I mean, we think it's pretty cool, so I mean, why don't we just show you the
Exactly.
game? We'll do some playing of it. We'll probably hear some funny comments. I mean, we'll give you a review of what we think of the different weapons at the end. And we'll have lots of gameplay footage for you guys to see. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a Let's Play video, but on our Blood and Iron channel.
Now, a cool thing about this game is it was really only developed by two guys. And that's it.
That's
It
what
was
Julian said, right?
Yeah, well, that's what it says on the official website, too. It was developed by two guys. There's no development team. It's just two people who basically liked sword fighting and were probably fans of the old Bushido Blade games.
Oh, who wasn't? Come on.
Exactly.
Who wasn't? Like legendary, man.
Exactly, yeah.
But what's really cool about this game is they're trying to base it as much on historical context as possible. So, I mean, we're obligated to review this game. Just so you know, we did not receive payment or anything. We actually bought this game to support them. And so, because we thought it's a cool concept. So Steve and I, we live together, so it'll probably be something that happens when we're hammering back the whiskeys and playing some Hellish Quart. It's going to probably happen more often than you think.
Now, as a disclaimer, neither of us have played this game before up until this point. We've watched footage of it being played, but we've never actually tried it out. So,
I'm a pretty shitty gamer.
and I'm not that bad of a gamer, but at the same time, it's brand new. So, we'll see.
We're not nerds like Julian. All right, I'm going to be like Cossack-looking cool hair guy.
I'm going to be Richard Marston's guy, because that's really cool.
Yeah, this guy really does look like Richard
He
Marston.
does. I mean, that's the same outfit I've seen him wear. I have his Polish saber book, and he's wearing this outfit in the book. So
I'm going with like the kind of pirate historical punk guy, which I think is supposed to be a Cossack.
I think that haircut's actually modern now. There's people around it
Oh,
about it.
sweet.
Yeah.
Should I do that, Nicole? You want me to cut my hair like that? Okay.
All right.
Well, the big boss says no cutting my hair like the Barbazaz guy. I
All
can't
right, so
pronounce that name.
we're going to be fighting outside of an inn by the looks of it.
This is normally where I like to fight. I mean, someone pisses me off, having some beers, fight time happens.
Okay, so movement's pretty good.
Yeah, movement's not bad.
I have no idea how to defend. Apparently, I just blocked 2 shots. Little flaily, little wiggly.
Little flaily, little wiggly
I
there.
think you hit me. It doesn't.
Oh, I would have won a European tournament. I couldn't really see very much from that angle. Oh, that was good.
You took my hat right off. You hit me in the hat. How dare you?
I hat you. Oh! You hit me right in the mustache.
Isn't that your weak spot?
I guess so. That's why I grew a beard.
Not just for catching soup. This guy,
I mean, he
this guy
actually-
even moves like Richard Marston.
He does, actually. And now he no longer moves like Richard Marston.
Yes, he got cut in the head. Congratulations.
You're going to have a sweet scar.
Okay, so that was Saber. Saber looks pretty good, actually.
Let's run a few rounds of it and see what we think.
All right, I'm gonna try the old guy sitting in the chair.
Like, this guy looks like my dad in a reenactment costume.
It's maybe the same in.
Yeah, actually, look, he's got the same
daytime.
goatee as my dad. And now Nicole's watching with interest.
Oh,
No, I'm cutting you. Give me my beer money. Oh! Beheaded by my own dad look-alike.
you weren't using it anyway.
Oh yeah, Dad?
I think you actually hit me there as well, but I think I just ignored it.
My dad's pretty tough, so. Ooh, I got the thrust in. I don't know how I got in, if I did.
I think I'm hurt.
Maybe. I think my dad's fighting me because he doesn't like my hairstyle. Oh, now we're 2-2.
Hit me in a hat again. What is it with you and hats?
I don't like them.
Oh, okay.
It's not a cowboy hat. It's not a real hat. Oh, double headshot. Oh, look at that. See, that's pretty sweet. The head comes off. So, I mean, kudos, guys, for making that happen.
Yeah, it's actually really cool.
That's, like, really cool, yeah.
The brutality of this game is actually nice.
I mean, it's probably...
You have open cuts on their faces, on their bodies when something is hit. It's really.
I'm really enjoying the saber, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna try my dad character here.
All right, I'll do the pirate guy this time.
You're doing. I think he's a Cossack.
The Cossack pirate. They had the
I
same.
mean, they're like a Russian land pirate anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wouldn't doubt if Nicole's family, Russian family, is all Cossacks anyway. Cossacks are badass.
Punches me with the.
Oh, right down the face.
Oh, look at that scar. That's gonna make
He's still gonna
make it
live.
look pretty.
He's still gonna live though. I kick you.
I think he did, yeah.
Oh, I kicked you.
Did.
Oh, yeah, I kicked you. That's sweet.
Ouch.
We're doing some button mashing here, admittedly, but we're doing our best.
Well, I mean, it's my go-to if I'm not sure what the controls are.
Well, you and I aren't exactly expert gamers.
Ow. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
That was in the throat.
I don't think he's getting up from that. The saber in this game so far is actually pretty good. Like, I mean, I'm enjoying it. Like,
it's brutal. The motion is really
that's
good.
cool. Let's see if I can hit you with that movement. Come here. I want to cut your belly up. Oh yeah, I reaved you.
Oh yeah, I'm dribbling.
You're leaking. All right, I'm gonna play Richard Marsden now.
All right, I will be old dude.
My dad character? We'll refer to him as my dad character.
Sure, he's your dad character.
He has the same goatee as my dad. That was just over today, so.
It's a popular thing, apparently.
But he's about the same size, too.
Ah. Oh, there he goes.
Richard Marsden slew my father. That's not very good. Oh,
I punched you.
Uh-oh. I think Richard Marsden's in trouble. Oh, no.
No. Both
dead.
Okay.
That's why you don't just sit and measure and swing.
Exactly.
Okay. So we'll keep playing my dad here.
All right. So I'm playing as your dad, and you're playing as
Richard Marsden. Exactly. Oh, that was cool.
Right in the wrist.
Yeah, done. Disarmed.
Is that a Wrath card you're using? Look at that.
Maybe.
Look at that. He's in a Wrath card. That's
cool.
That's awesome. This guy apparently likes to punch. And then we both died again.
I mean, that's going to happen. Double kills happen. The fact they got this right is pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome.
Shouldn't be a tie, though. Look at this. Oh, well, that was dumb.
That's what happens when you wiggle your sword.
Hey, don't wiggle your sword around. No one really wants to see it. Oh yeah, you beheaded Richard Marsden. You're like the beheader here, man.
Apparently, that's...
I got you earlier in like a quick clip we did for
that was the demo. That wasn't the full game.
Yeah, that's just a quick demo. But I mean, now we have the full game, so totally different. Okay, let's try this rapier stuff. See rapier here.
All right, so let's just do rapier versus rapier just to see what happens.
Well, who's who?
Good question. I guess we're just gonna have to find out.
Is there a way to change outfits? Maybe to change outfits that'd be really cool.
I don't think so. Maybe they'll add that in future versions of this.
Yeah, that would be something that I would like to see. It's hard when you're...
Let's do it in the basement this time.
Well, I mean, this is a perfect COVID thing. You have to fight yourself. Let's see if you can actually beat me with a rapier. It's like you can't beat me with one in real life. Not game either.
First one's yours.
So I'm just gonna give nicknames to these characters because I can't pronounce. I can pronounce Marie, but I mean, I'll just give nicknames since it's more enjoyable.
Ah, you stabbed me in the clothes.
I thought you were eating the heart. Not like you have a heart anyway.
About that far. Okay, that one went in. Okay, now you're just rubbing your sword on me, and apparently it worked.
It did. That's pretty funny.
So by this rationale, if you take a rapier and you do a sawing action, eventually your opponent dies.
I bet you never saw that coming.
Ah, I saw what you did there.
As Nicole cringes off camera.
Yeah, I think she's going to stab me later.
So I'm going to refer to this one as Nicole, because it kind of looks like Nicole. Stab you and run away. She's fighting herself. COVID style.
Oh, that makes sense. I mean, she just stabbed herself.
Don't quit stabbing yourself. That was pretty cool. That actually looked pretty good. The constrainment to the thrust.
She's shrugging like, what happened? I thought that would be harder.
Yeah, why wasn't that tougher? Cutting, I'm not a fan of, but the thrusting actually is pretty good. Like, that was right. Cut and thrust back in. So that's pretty good.
I suppose I should really stop walking on the tip of your sword, huh?
I think that would help if you want to get good at rapier. Let's try longsword.
All right, longsword. Apparently, you only get the one fighter with longsword.
So far.
Rapier.
Big thing, guys.
It's interesting that they have 3 saber fighters, only 1 rapier fighter and 1 longsword fighter.
Well, I mean, it's a Polish game, isn't it?
Hopefully they add more.
So far, I don't like the longsword cutting mechanic. I'm already going into this. A lot of wrist cutting with the longsword. I mean,
that's very cinematic. It's flailing and
yeah, a little too much.
Around.
A little too much Witcher kind of style stuff there, man.
Well, one of the guys who made this game did the work on Witcher 3, so I'm not surprised they put this stuff in.
Little twirly stuff.
Maybe she just wants to be a Witcher.
Perhaps. I know this is supposed to be German longsword, but this looks a lot more like Fiore.
Very Italian.
Very Fiore stuff. I mean, everybody knows what I think about Fiore.
There's got to be someone out there who knows how to use it. The leaning, like, that's really off balance.
And look at the casting with the wrists. This
I don't think the wrist is supposed to bend that way. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like so far.
That's got to be Bicorneo right there.
Yeah, they're trying to be Bicorno. I'm pretty sure. It's no K's work. Where's my Schnitt option?
My sword's in you.
It doesn't matter. Well, it's only a flesh wound.
Apparently, I have to pull the sword out before it becomes fatal.
So yeah, we're trying to get these things to work. I'm not a fan of the tippy motion with this so far.
You know,
that was better.
The sword seems like it's really heavy in her hands. Maybe she should work out more.
She got a lift. She could talk to Nicole, talk to TJ, get Nicole's lifting routine. Let's do it again.
We'll fight in the.
Hey TJ, you gotta like get this.
You have to put yourself inside this video game and train this longsword fighter.
Yeah, they gotta lift. Yeah, I'm not super impressed with the longsword.
Squirts of blood.
The rapier looked much better, and I mean, like stylistically, it could be better, but I mean, I'm not super big fan of the longsword. Honestly, I find it a little flaily. I find the cuts a little tip-tappy. A little too Euro for my liking so far. That was better, but
yeah. I mean, in all fairness as well, the game was just made by 2 guys. So.
Yeah, it's all fairness.
I mean, considering it's just the 2 of them, I mean, it looks nice.
It does look
nice.
It
looks extremely.
I mean, this is the first iteration of the game. I'm being really picky overall, but I mean, at the same time.
Now, I know we encourage people not to hit the back of the head, but I think that's what I was aiming for.
That's fine. It's a video game, and I mean, it's not going to hurt anybody. Why couldn't I get the parrot block up there?
I think I stunned you by, I don't know.
So first things first, I would like to see Definitely to see different outfits or even different colors of the outfits, just so we can kind of differentiate
we
players.
got 2 characters here that you can't choose that they already have the designs for. One of the guy looks very English. I don't know if that is actually the case, but he's carrying a Schiavona, which
He's a Swede, actually.
He could be. And you got another guy dressed in all red. He kind of looks like a Christmas elf. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's a Turk.
Is it?
Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Turk.
And then we got a bunch of cards off to the side of probably characters that they're going to add later. So it looks like they're going to be adding more stuff to this.
There might be a Janissary on the other side. I'm not really sure. But I think that weird-looking guy is probably a Swede.
Yeah.
Because Swedes are strange. Haha, Anders.
It also kind of looks like he's smoking a cigar or something like that. So that'll be an interesting guy to try out. It'd be interesting how they do the Schiavona.
Maybe he's Dutch if he's smoking a cigar, because Dutch are also weird. Right, Lopez? All right. Let's do some mixed weapon stuff.
Sure. I'll be Marson again.
All right. I'll be the Nicole looking character. Marson versus Nicole.
Here we go. Because that would never happen in real life.
It's never happened. Nicole never holds a sword like that either. But that would happen. Here's 1 stab, 2 stab.
That was actually nice. You sidestepped and you came in right in my kidneys, or Richard's kidneys.
Which is pretty much what would happen rapier to saber, in my opinion. I might take more than 1 thrust. Nice, he set it off. Woo. And that's what you get for cutting it close.
Isn't it?
Thanks, I'm allergic to you.
There's lots of Englishmen in the world.
Ooh.
Ah, now I hit you in the hat. That seems to be deadly. So, primary target for Hellish Quart, hit them in the hat.
Hit them in the hat. With a rapier, be patient.
Well, apparently that's a thrust. Hey,
Ooh,
look.
I gotta have another.
I beat a rapier fighter with a saber and a thrust.
I was talking shit about that. I mean, that's does happen. We'll try it again. Let's have a rematch.
Sure.
I have to avenge Nicole's honor. Let's go to open field.
I mean, obviously the guys who made this are big fans of saber, since there's 3 guys
Well, they're
that use
Poles,
saber.
right? So that's like their national weapon. Hey, quit hitting my hat. It's a nice hat. I paid a lot of.
It's huge.
I
It's not
paid
like I
a
can
lot
miss
of
it.
money for that hat.
It's a giant hat. Look at that. It's not like I can
Okay, I'm gonna
miss it.
stab you for that. Okay, like. There you go. See, I told you it's it's a double kill. Can you keep your sword to yourself?
Takes 1 to know one. I don't know. I can't think of a proper rebuttal for that right now. It's been a long day.
Wounded. I like the fact you can wound. Oh, man.
There we go. Didn't take your hat off that time.
You certainly missed the hat. You really are the beheader. You really have this move down.
Well, I mean, the other guys did it. I just wanted to see if this guy would do it. Apparently he can. Now, here's the funny thing. If you can do that with a rapier, that'd be hilarious.
I don't think you can. I think, their physics engine is probably good enough for that. Okay, I gotta have one more match here because he keeps kicking my ass. This is truly his character. And that shouldn't happen. I should be.
Well, I'm playing as Richard Marston, so clearly I have.
Yeah, but I'm playing as the
power.
Nicole character, and I'm like, maybe Nicole just wasn't drunk enough. Maybe she needs to be outside of an inn, like intoxicated,
while it's snowing.
While it's snowing on a cold winter night. And you know how much Nicole loves snow
And being cold.
She clearly does like snow a lot. She wants to go lay in it.
Well, you know what? Now she's covered with blood, and it's warm, so there you go.
You know, she's gonna feed you poison.
Probably.
That's more like it. Right in the heart. Finally, getting some vengeance.
You can't see it though. He's wearing red.
Oh, that's smart. Two thrusts. I mean, I like the fact that it's like sometimes you thrust them, it doesn't kill them with rapier, The thrust has got to be somewhat accurate. It's pretty good in that sense. So I'd like to see a little more, like in terms of lunge. I'd see maybe more styles of rapier would be nice. But I mean, that was cool. That actually was right. Like block and then wind into the quartata step or small girata. That was pretty cool.
It's very pretty, just like...
So far I like the saber the best. Let's do some mixed... We're doing more mixed weapons. What do you want to do?
I'll do longsword.
I'll do rapier again.
I'll see if I can cut your head off with a longsword. I seem to have done it with all the other characters.
I think that's exclusively Polish saber.
Oh. Ugh.
I mean, I honestly believe the rapier is probably...
I can't cut your head off if you keep poking me with the tip
I
of
actually
your sword.
believe the rapier is probably has a little bit of an advantage on longsword, as long as you know how to thrust with it.
Ugh.
You got that right.
Okay. I touched you with my sword and you died.
So maybe like the physics engine on the longsword maybe needs a little bit of work, because that was just a little touch. That might have got you a point in a Swedish tournament. That was better.
Well, clearly...
And you knocked the hat off. Look at that.
There
You're
you
back
go.
on the hat.
Well, clearly the longsword fighter was trained by Jedi.
I like to give the Swedes some shit, because I've lost Swedish friends. That's a proper punch to the face with a rapier.
And then I kind of, you know...
Did something.
Smushed my blade into your face and you died. The rapier fighter seems really fragile.
Oh, I mean, is rapier. Let's do it again.
All right. I maintain my quest to try and cut someone's head off with the longsword.
And I maintain my quest to try to drive this rapier into their eyes. That was actually right.
Is Vercow there?
Oh, unless it was just work. It's more like thrust.
Oh no, I came around. From the top.
Okay, well, it looked like thrust to me.
See? Right there. 1, 2... Oh no, that's not it. Oh, I almost got you.
The hell happened there? This is what I meant. Like, this kind of little bit, like, the longsword so far seems a little too much touch. You know what I mean?
It needs some work.
But I mean, this is like, what? They're just constantly working game?
Oh, I can knee you. Okay.
That's cool.
There's the knee again. All right. Oh, okay. That was cool.
That was cool.
I slowed down for some reason there. I was probably injured.
Well, I've wounded you a few times.
I wonder if that's something that they do. If you injure them, they slow down.
I'm not sure.
Because that would actually be pretty cool. Very realistic. Ouch.
All right, I need one more. You're totally murdering me.
We're tied.
We're tied.
6-6.
6-6. Steve shouldn't be 6-6. It should be like 12-0.
Well, to be fair, this is video game universe and not real life.
Well, I don't think I've ever been 12-0 on, but I mean. I'm thrusting. Let me thrust you.
Back up, back up. Oh my gosh.
Ah, sweet. That's
Okay.
just button mashing, admittedly.
I think.
Oh, you're at 7? That's bullshit.
I just won the last match.
Oh, I think they just gave you something. It's free.
Is that what the Scots say about the English all the time?
Yes.
Oh, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. I'm dripping. I'm gushing.
I think I stabbed you a couple times
You
there.
did, actually. And I
Which I do like that as a thing.
Well, the controls are getting sluggish the more you stab me, so I'm not moving as fast as I usually am. Yeah, there it goes.
Well, that didn't work out so well for me, did it?
You know, I wanted to let your brains out. And
I think I
give
cut
them
you a
some
bunch of
sunshine.
times too, which
You
is
did,
good.
actually.
Actually, pretty. I'd like to see a realistic physics engine when you do cut the leg, though, with the rapier. Should have something happen to you. Maybe a wound, maybe a drop. I'm not sure. That,
That looked like a flat shot. Actually.
yeah. So I mean, I think the longsword needs a little work. What do you think?
Longsword needs a little bit of work. It doesn't look.
Terrible.
It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it probably could use some.
All right, you do rapier, and I'll do saber.
All right.
I'll take my dad character. Let's go. Hangman's
Hangman's
Gallows.
Gallows.
Like, I mean, for the black metal fan.
We have an audience. Look, they're just hanging around.
Oh, you're terrible, Steve. Oh, you know what I like about this guy? He switches stances. That's awesome. He doesn't just stay in one forward-weighted stance. But, I mean, he did get stabbed. Don't stab my dad. This is Christmas dinner at my house. My dad and my wife, they get sword and they just kind of like attack each other.
Who's gonna do the dishes? You are.
Who's the better cook? That's a couple glasses of wine in. This is what ended up happening. As you can tell, my wife needs to work on her sword fighting. Ooh, gonna die for that comment. Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Now, who's aiming for the hat now? I'm still at 8. You're 1 behind. Should we have a rematch?
Yes, for sure.
All right. Oh, you're being the
Oh man,
dude.
I want the dad character, but I mean the pirate dude just got chosen for me. I do like his hairstyle. I mean, I kind of look at that as like maybe in Vancouver in the metal scene they'll eventually get Cossack punk. It'll be pretty sweet. We've had steampunk. I mean, maybe Cossack punk. Oh man, Cossack punk does not do well against rapier.
Clearly, it's user error.
I never said I was a great gamer. Oh, dude!
You took my hand off.
Oh, yeah, disarmed.
That's fun.
That was sweet.
I gotta hand it to you.
Oh. I thought it was pretty handy, actually. I will say that button mashing with this guy does not work at all, which I actually like too. It's actually forcing me to think about the combinations I'm throwing and how I'm throwing them. So that's pretty cool.
Also, I mean, if I button mash, I end up doing a weird sort of jarry action.
Oh, we would double wound each other. I think, that's a pretty good place to end it. What do you think?
I mean, I don't mind winning more matches than you.
All right, a couple more then. We'll go see first 10 here. I think you're
All right,
closest.
well, why don't we do, just for fun, why don't we do Richard Marston versus Richard Marston?
Because it's hard to tell who it is. I'll go to my dad.
There we go. I'll do Marston.
Cool.
I get no end of amusement with the fact that this guy looks just like Richard.
It's pretty hilarious, actually. I mean, behind. I need the luck of the man who looks like my dad.
Oh, punchy.
I punch and I kick, man.
Ouch.
Get your face out of my way of my sword, man.
Ah. I thought in historical martial arts you could block a sword with your face.
In some schools. I think it'd be cool if they had secondaries
Oh,
in this guy.
I hit you in the leg.
I can't move as well, which is cool.
Let this be
cool.
a video game illustration of why you don't
Lean.
shoot to the leg shot
And
the
just
legs
lean.
with a lean. There you go. That's actually I like that. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's
That's cool.
Cool. This character is actually pretty good. The fact that I do like this character,
Yeah, I mean
he has nice stance transitions. All right, choose new character. I'll choose this guy again.
all right. This time I'll do longsword.
Oh yeah, I think you're toast.
No, I'm.
But actually, you can hit me with aim touch with the longsword.
I'm not toast. I'm an English muffin.
All right, English muffin.
Ouch.
Get up, die.
Oh, you can.
Oh, you can!
You can chop off a head with a sword. There we
Cool.
go.
That was cool. But only in that thing. I hope they can expand the engine a little bit to get more head cutoffs. Was not expecting that. Can you let me win?
Ladies and gentlemen, the only time you'll hear Lee say that.
I think that gives you 10, does it not?
I think so, yeah.
Well, good game.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so our opinions.
Our opinions, honestly, I had a good time. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, I liked the characters. Like, let's get the names of the characters here, because we were, like, referring to different people. So the Richard Marsden character is called Jacek.
Jacek or Jacek. Or...
I mean, we can't pronounce these names probably very well.
I'm probably butchering them quite a bit.
My dad-looking character here,
That's Gideon.
And he's drinking a beer.
Cool name.
That's cool. He's drinking a beer.
I love the fact that he's sitting down drinking a beer and having a meal.
That'd be like my dad.
And we got Barabaz.
Which I think sounds like badass.
Yeah, well, he's pretty badass.
Yeah, he is pretty badass. I like his haircut. Huh?
Barabbas.
Maybe that's what it was. Nicole thinks Barabbas.
Well, we did say that we'd probably butcher these names. So.
Yeah, we would butcher these names. Marie, I can say that.
Marie is the rapier fighter.
Exactly. The one that looks like Nicole, so kind of, at least from here.
And then we have Isabella.
But I look forward to see what the other characters come out with. Let's talk about what we think of essentially the the
different weapons.
Yeah, there's only 3 different weapons.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Saber, which is what they started with.
Exactly. I mean, they have 3 different Saber fighters. The Saber is overall really good, actually.
Yeah, it's just pretty fun, actually.
Considering all 3 characters use the same weapon, they all have differences to them as well, which I really liked.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like the fact that the old guy uses, he switches stances, and I like that a lot. I wish they had more stance switching, like you can go from like lead leg and like switch your
that might be
legs.
something they're going to introduce. Again, this is an early access game. I'm sure there's going to be some tweaking that they're going to put in.
Yeah, that'd be great. I did enjoy the Saber probably the most. I think that's probably the most fun. I like the fact you cut off hands, you cut off heads. I mean, that's pretty sweet. Maybe with leg cut eventually will cut legs off. I'd really like that. You cut the knee off.
Well, I mean, with leg cuts, it did seem to be that whenever I took a shot to the leg, it would slow me down. And if that's something that actually worked into the game, then that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I do like the fact that like insufficient contact, like some of the weak contacts of the Saber just didn't count.
Yeah, or they just didn't. They didn't kill
someone or didn't do anything, which I like that. So I think overall, the Saber was probably the best.
I would say so. Yeah, it seemed like it was the most polished. It seemed the most brutal. The mobility was really good. The hits had good rotation. It looked like it.
And the characters look cool. So I mean, I really like the Saber.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Rapier.
Rapier was pretty good. Pretty good, actually.
Surprisingly good.
It would be nice to have maybe a couple of different styles. This one, it
seems Fabris-y.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of Fabris.
Well, I mean, that's a stylistic preference. They obviously went with that.
Fabris is, as you know, I'm going to quote Rob Childs here. Fabris is the weakest style, and I totally agree with him.
Well, you have more experience with the Rapier than I do, so
I do.
I'm going to have
to
defer.
But overall, the thrusting was good. When you got someone through the heart and the lungs and the neck, you dropped them. And then when you stabbed them in the belly, they just kept fighting. Or sometimes the cuts didn't do a lot. Like you see me go to try cut leg with a rapier to do a ton. Which I mean is fairly realistic to some degree, but I think there's probably some room for slowing people down or improvement.
And I mean, it would be nice to get maybe another rapier fighter with a different style.
This is going to be not just a different style, a different skin. Like, I mean, with the Saber guys, we can go against each other. We can tell the difference. When we're fighting rapier to rapier, and we're moving fast, trying to get the game going. And
because you only get one character to choose from. You don't really have a lot of variety on telling who's fighting with which character.
And I mean, if we had like 4 drinks in us, or 5 drinks in us,
that would be just chaos.
I mean, just chaos. We don't even know who's killing who until the end.
Yeah. There would probably be a lot of double kills in that case.
Well, I mean, that'd be fun. That's one thing I did like about everything overall. Yeah. Double kills.
Yeah.
Totally cool. I mean, I just wish it was like double death. They get 3 double deaths, both people lose.
You even had double kills in Bushido Blade, did you know?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so I mean,
I like that.
That's really cool. The longsword.
The longsword was my least favorite. I didn't really like the longsword mechanics and movements. I felt it was a little more too touch oriented.
Well, they did release a patch on the game just recently, so maybe the longsword is something that they're currently working on. It looked like. Everything else looked really crisp, but longsword, the movements didn't seem that responsive, at least to me. Maybe it's just...
And it felt like any contacts were good, whereas with the other 2 weapons, they were a little more realistic, I felt. And so, I mean, with the longsword, I think it's just a work in progress. But I mean, overall, it wasn't horrible. It was pretty good compared to some of the other stuff we've seen in video games.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good about distinguishing the difference between what it's supposed to look like in real life and how it looks in the video game. Honestly, if the game's fun, I'm going to like it.
Yeah, you know what though, the Saber, compared to the demo that we tried earlier today, and then the Saber, then like the actual game itself, I think that there's a great improvement even in the mechanics from the demo to the game.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool too. So I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here. Now, question: do I think you guys should buy it? If you game, should you buy it? Yes. Should you support them?
Well,
absolutely.
I mean, the game itself is not that expensive.
How much was it?
It's under $20.
What?
On Steam? It's less than $20 on Steam.
Really?
It's actually on.
Guys, buy it.
It might still be on sale. And again, this is two guys made this.
Yeah, support their efforts.
Support
cool.
their efforts. This is pretty unique as far as video games go.
Kind of brings me back to the old Bushido Blade days.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could have lots of fun with this.
And I used to play the Rapier Fighter. Like, full disclosure, I used to play the Rapier Fighter.
Can you throw a rapier in that game?
Yeah, you could, but you know what would be really cool? I just like let people throw stuff at me and then I just stab them. Just stab them to death. It's great. I loved Bushido Blade growing up. It's like my favorite video game.
Yeah, it was lots of fun, and this will be lots of fun too. I'm curious about the single player mode that they're going to introduce. I want to see how that works.
Maybe you could earn the characters on the sides that we can't play
possible.
yet.
It's possible they haven't just haven't introduced.
I totally want to fight with this weird, like using this weird Dutch Swede guy in the end with the
he's holding a Schiavona,
and I love Schiavona.
I'm really curious
in
about
our
that.
logo even. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So I totally want to fight the weird Dutch Swede looking guy.
And they're putting in there's a guy in red who's also using a saber, although that could be.
I think it's a Kilik. I think he's a Turk, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a Turk, but I could be wrong. What's this?
It says under construction underneath them, so maybe. That's,
I can't see that from here.
Maybe that's something that they will release. It does say under construction underneath these guys.
We can't see it from here.
I can't see it on the TV.
But Nicole just spotted it. She's really close to it. So, but overall, like I think they're going to be really cool to see. I would overall, I give the game like 2 thumbs up. I think it was lots of fun. So I guess in a sense it's a review as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have a few criticisms, not really big ones though, and I think that as time goes on, my guess is like when we clicked on today, there was a little thing saying updates. So I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Clearly they're updating it. They're updating as they work on it, and I mean that's normal in the video game industry.
They wouldn't just put the guys standing there and like, oh, we're just gonna have them stand there to tease you, and we're not gonna actually put them in the game. I don't think they're gonna do that.
No, they're getting put in the game for sure. So I mean, should you guys buy it and support these guys? I think absolutely.
I mean, it's lots of fun. It's a great game. I'll be playing this a bit more with people online as well. So I mean,
you game online. I don't game online. I mean, this is the only time you're going to see me beat Steve, because Steve is just going to nerd out and just be really good at this game.
Excuse me, I won 10 matches and you won 8.
Well, I mean, my point is I'll never, ever win a single match against you ever again once you're good at these things.
It's true enough.
Because Steve will actually spend time gaming.
Yeah, it's how I end my days most of the time.
All right, guys. Well, this is our edition of Coach's Couch, special edition. Please like and subscribe.
Yeah. And
thanks to our Patreon subscribers.
Oh yeah, we love those guys. They continue to support us. We couldn't do it without them. Also, guys, if you like the videos we present, check out our online program. Send us an email. Click the link below.
It's live feedback.
Yeah, you get live, first-hand criticisms from myself and from Lee.
And no one's that. That one's from you. I like you the best.
Yeah, you know what? It's a rare experience. There'll never be anything like it. As I stumble over my own words.
All right. See you guys later.
Take care.
Coach's Couch, signing out.